So here's an entertaining short story about a gal who's in her 30s and is having a full-blown crybaby fest on Reddit because guess what? The grass isn't greener on the other side. She's in her 30s and she was once married, got married really young, ridiculously young for the wrong reasons, had a kid and divorced her husband, who was a great guy, abandoned her kids so she could literally have a hose phase, if you will, party gal phase. And now she's in her 30s and she's tired of guys just wanting to hook up and can't find a guy. And I'd be entertaining one to go over here, guys, showing you just how often this type of thing happens. And this is why you don't ever feel bad for them. I mean, and now she's making it the biggest crybaby fest about how things are when she could have had a great guy like her ex. And now she's mad that he's moved on and found somebody to replace her. Titled, I regret divorcing my husband. Now I feel like this other woman took him away from me. And a shout out to QA for sending in this story. And oh yeah, guys, be sure to come check out the men's community I have over on Locals or Patreon. Come on over there and you can join as a free member and check it out, see what it's about. Or become a paying supporter and be able to participate, watch all the exclusive videos, 2 to 3 a week. And check out the library of videos, free content, commercial-free content, that type of stuff from all 3 channels. So her crybaby fest starts off saying, my ex-husband and I married when we were 17 years old. We were married for 5 years. I ended up divorcing him. We have 1 daughter. Well, that's crazy to get married so young. We shouldn't have married that young, but we both are religious and grew apart as we got older. He's a good man and a good husband and a good father. But staying in an unhappy marriage just because we have a child wasn't good enough reason to stay, and then my ex wanted to have another child. Well, I agree that staying in a marriage that's unhappy, then you shouldn't do that, and they shouldn't have gotten married so early. But the thing is, the real reason she's ending it is less about being unhappy with him, like a bad relationship, but more because she wants to be wild and free to have a hose phase, and she's getting rid of him and ditching the kid. I mean, talk about selfish. And listen to this. Well, I divorced him. We both had joint custody. I contemplate a lot back and forth and going through the divorce for a lot of reasons. My family is really previous, and I was scared about the backlash that I would face. I also didn't want to be divorced, single mom. I knew it would be harder to remarry in the future. You bet your butt it's going to be hard to remarry in the future, especially if you wait till your 30s. But I was around 22 when I divorced him, and I was still beautiful, and I realized I still had the chance to get remarried one day, but in the future. I didn't want to have this life so young, maybe in my late 20s or early 30s. I'll revisit getting serious with another man again. I just want to enjoy my life now. I never got to be young. I had to grow up really fast. So really enjoying your life now is obviously being single, hooking up, that type of thing, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The thing is, she had a child. You can't just abandon your kid and just be wild and free, and you get the point, but that's what she's doing. I did get to enjoy my life after the divorce. I left like I got to have some of my life back. I got to party. I went to Coachella. I traveled a little bit and got to date a lot of different people and build more life experiences. I also discovered I was bisexual during my single life. So, obviously she's using different words here, but what was going on is she was having a wild 20s. And again, where is her child, right? Is she paying child support to support her ex and the child? Probably not. But after a few years, it started becoming meaningless and lonely. I started growing bitter. My parents are amazing as they help me out a lot. My daughter spent a lot of time with my parents, and I feel bad that I missed a lot of precious moments with my daughter. Mom guilt is so real. You feel bad? You're the one that chose to abandon your daughter to do God knows what. Her parents were the one raising the kid when the daughter wasn't with her ex-husband here. And I can't believe her parents were letting her get away with that. Anyway, I'm in my early 30s now, and dating is even more hard than it was in my 20s. That's how it works, because the 20s, when you're young and beautiful, in the prime, of course it's a lot easier. The guys my age still want to hook up, but I just got out of the hookup phase. I don't want to hook up with anybody that I don't care about anymore. Yeah, if she's good looking for her 30s, she can find guys that want to hook up, but in terms of relationships, it's not as easy. She'll probably be able to find guys that are older, but she probably doesn't want that. My new job is demanding, and now I just want someone to take care of me again. It's like, what is life anymore? I had fun doing my own thing before and just living my life, but for the past couple of years, work has been killing me and my mental health. Most of my day is gone working, and then right when I come home to eat dinner, I get to spend barely any time with my daughter, and it's time to sleep and repeat the day again. Welcome to real life. That is real life for the vast majority of people out there. They work their tails off, they're tired all the time, next to no free time for themselves, and probably a little for the kids. And she's whining and complaining like she's different. But she got rid of her husband, who obviously was a good guy. I agree they shouldn't have got married early, but still. I'm feeling a lot of regret. My ex-husband did remarry a few years ago. Well, of course he did. His now wife is in her 20s. He turned her into a housewife. He takes care of his new family. They have 2 more kids of their own, and I don't like her. I feel like she's just using him. You have no place to say anything, honey. She doesn't have a personality. She just reminds me of Kylie Jenner, looks and personality-wise. She also reminds me of me when I was with my husband. You mean, obviously an a-hole? And maybe she's not so bad, who knows? But this woman here has no right to be jealous and talk crap when she's the one that ruined everything. And again, obviously abandoned their daughter to go be wild and have a hose phase. She kind of resembles me years back when I was with my ex-husband, and it's safe to say that he has a type. I know I don't love my ex-husband anymore, but I do miss what he did for me when we were married. This chick is so selfish and self-centered, my God. I really want to have what I used to have with my ex-husband with somebody else, but no one nowadays is perfect as my ex-husband was. I feel like my ex-husband was the perfect man for me, but it was just not the right timing. I haven't found a man even closely comparable to my ex-husband. So she had this fantastic guy and just threw it away, and here she's whining and carrying on, even though she's the one that ruined the whole thing. This you can't make this up. This is so typical. Most men don't want to take care of their women and kids anymore, and it's sad. I feel like I'm going to have to date way out of my age range to find what I want to marry, and I don't want to marry someone that's old and unattractive either. Well, come on, she's in her early 30s. It's not like the only guy she can get to marry her is in her 60s. She can get guys probably in their 40s if she was a decent person. But come on here. Man, this chick is self-centered. And oh yeah, boo-hoo. I started to go to church again. I'm trying to find myself and God again. I just feel like I just kicked myself back again, and I'm restarting from square one again. She's going back to church. I guarantee she's probably going to be one of these born-again Christians, born-again virgins, and we'll find, unfortunately, a sucker white knight to go along with this, and here we go. But she had it made, you know? I mean, it could have worked on things, and again, I can't get past the fact that she just had to, have that wild phase, the hose phase, because that's what it was. And then now she's acting like, oh, woe is me, because I can't find guys in my 30s, or anybody as good as my ex, even though he was great. But this is what you get. This is why I never feel bad for them. Now, a couple comments before I wrap this up. One guy says, if you're saying that she came into the picture after the divorce, no, she didn't take him from you. You willingly gave him to her. Guess you found out that the grass wasn't greener on the other side of the fence. Exactly. Like they were divorced for years, and she said that chick took him from her. This chick's mental. Another one says, lady, get over yourself. Why are you forming opinions about your ex and his wife? If anything, you're just jealous of her because she has what you want. Leave them alone and sit in your room and cry by yourself. Don't come here and talk about people who don't even think about you and judge them off of your own insecurity. And one more, this guy says, you say, oh, I think she's just using him, but when you talk about him, you say, I just want someone taking care of me again. Or do I miss what he did for me? You just care about yourself and a typical girl who had it all, but wanted the thrill of being a 304. Consequences do suck, don't they? Yes, they do, but they don't like the consequences. So anyhow, guys, there you go. Again, another story of the gal assuming that she'll be just desirable forever as she was when she was young in her prime, and finding out the grass isn't green on the other side. And I think it's great. If the husband is happy, good for him. He deserves it after being obviously kicked to the curb, and no way she was paying child support like probably he would if the situation was reversed. Anyhow, there you go.